Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. Today I have come with a slightly different topic compared to my earlier videos, and this is about the English exam, which is called Pearson Test of English Academic. And this exam is especially important to those people who wants to go to Australia or New Zealand as a student, or who want to go to Australia or New Zealand as a permanent resident. Compared to other English exams, PTE is seen as slightly easier exam to score higher marks, as it is computer based, and if you prepare this exam smartly, there is high chance that you can score 79 or higher marks, which is equivalent to 8 or higher in IELTS. So I'm talking about one of the section in speaking part of PTE, that is called describe image. I'll first talk about describe image, then I'll give you some of the important points to remember and some of the examples related to describe image. So what is describe image? In this section you will be given either graph or pie chart or map or diagram in front of your computer screen, and you will have 25 seconds to prepare your response about that image or graph, and then you will have 40 seconds to record your answer. So you always have to know important vocabulary related to describe image. While describing image, you have to start your response with the sentences such as the given graph shows, or the given diagram represents, or the given map depicts, or the given map or given graph compares. And you also have to use nice and sophisticated academic words such as although, however, diminish, observe, slight increase, slight decrease, or if there is sudden increase in the graph or line, then you have to mention like it is showing suddenly increasing pattern, or it suddenly decreased. And at the end of your response, you will have to close the sentence using either in conclusion or in summary. Computer picks up those academic words and scores your response accordingly. So as I already said, you have to start your response with the sentence such as the given bar graph or given line graph or diagram or map represents or shows. But before that, you need to know what kind of images are given in your exam. So here are some of the examples. This is a bar graph here, and this is a line graph here, and you can also be given map to describe about, and sometimes they can give you pie chart, and you have to talk about that pie chart in 40 seconds. And you always have to describe points about those images or graph in 2 to 3 sentences. You should never go beyond 2 to 3 sentences, otherwise you will cross 40 seconds of your time, and then your last sentence will be incomplete, and your marks or your scores will fall down significantly. And you should never worry about minor details, because you cannot describe everything in that image or graph. If you worry too much about minor details, then you will miss the big points, you will miss the important points, and those are the points which will give you higher scores. And as I already mentioned, you should always give conclusion or summary in the last sentence. For example, if you are given this kind of line graph here, your last sentence can be, in conclusion, the graph shows the pattern of rainfall. The graph shows that the pattern of rainfall is inconsistent across months in Springfield. So now I have two examples for you. So this is one of the example. This is a line graph. So in that 40 seconds of the exam, I'll describe this line graph as, please listen carefully. The given line graph compares the rates of smoking in between men and women in some land from the year 1960 to 2000. From the graph, we can observe that during the year 1960, the rates of smoking was significantly higher in men, which was about 600, compared to women. But over time, the gap between men and women diminished, and we can observe that the rates of smoking is decreasing over time in both sex. In conclusion, although the rate of smoking is decreasing over time, which may be due to the increased awareness about the problems of smoking, smoking is still a big problem in society. So here is the transcript of my response to this graph, and I also have one more example, and this is a map. So in those 40 seconds I'll describe this map as, please listen carefully. The given map represents the population of Australia in the unit of persons per square mile. From the map we can see that most of the midlands in Australia is either uninhabited or has very low population of under 2 persons per square mile. However, compared to midlands, the coastal areas which are near to ocean is very highly populated with many cities over 100,000 persons per square mile. The difference in the population in different areas of Australia might be due to the fact that most of the midlands are occupied with deserts. So in conclusion, Australia, although being one of the biggest country in the world, is still very thinly populated. Here is my transcript for my response. You can take some idea from this transcript, and you can take idea about what are the words to be used and how you should conclude the sentence while describing image. So I'd like to wish you all the best to all the PTE aspirants, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel, which is called Knowledge Booster TV in YouTube, and also don't forget to like our page in Facebook, which has the same name, Knowledge Booster TV, and this is our logo. Thank you for listening my video. Please subscribe our channel.